Hello and welcome back, friends. Today I have a very large half-price books haul that I am so excited to share with you. So let's get into it. So if you didn't know, over Memorial Day weekend, Half Price Books had a 20% off sale. And if you're not familiar with Half Price Books, the name is pretty self-explanatory. Everything is 50% off retail price. So when they have a 20% off sale, it is killer. Just absolutely killer. The first thing that I'm just like absolutely stoked about is this beautiful Anne of Green Gables box set. If you watched my summer TBR, you know that Anne of Green Gables is on that list, and I also have been wanting to collect the series. I had the series as a kid and I don't know what happened to it. So I've been itching to get my hands on a set, but they're all like 60 bucks. But at good old Half Price Books, half off and then 20% off that, which is simply incredible. It's so gorgeous. And I'll pull out what one looks like here. But they're cloth bound. They're kind of like the Penguin classic books. So here's Anne of Green Gables. Isn't that just gorgeous? And it's just such a cute little size. I just love these so much. And they all have a different illustration. They're so gorgeous. Let me just show you them all. There's Anne of the Island. Gorgeous, just absolutely gorgeous. I've never seen this collection before. And I am just over, oh my God, this is my favorite. I'm over the moon. I love these so much. I'm so excited to put these on my bookshelf and see them in all their glory. So the next one is kind of embarrassing because I do already own this book, but I did black out in Half Price Books. I blacked out. There was absolutely no voice or reason. And the issue is when you go with your friends too, who are also book lovers, you just really encourage each other in the worst way possible. And that's exactly what happened here. I picked up another copy of New Moon. The reason why I did this is that, as you can tell, this is a clearance sticker. It was on clearance for $2, 20% off of that. So like that's like a garage sale price. That's insane. And my friend Mari was asking me, she's like, well, is the copy you have in good condition? Because this is like literally perfect condition copy of New Moon. She's like, is your copy in good condition? And I couldn't remember. And she's like, just get it for that price. Just get it and you can figure it out. And let me show you the copy I have. Can you tell the difference? Because I sure can't. But you know what? Can you ever own enough of the Twilight series? I say no. Okay, next I picked up Love and Gelato by Jenna Evans Welch. I've heard great things about this. This is also a great summer read if you're still looking for recommendations. This takes place in Tuscany and it's a YA romance. And I am looking forward to this. I think this is the only book in this haul. No, not the only one. There's one more. This is one of 2 books in this whole haul that's actually on my TBR. There's that. And this is like a perfect condition, $5.49, 20% off of that. Okay, next, this is one that I literally grabbed like as we were leaving. I saw it out of the corner of my eye and I was like, one last good find, incredible. And that is Ghost by Dolly Alderton. I read, let's see, it's up there, Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton the last year, and I loved it. I think I gave it 4 stars. It was such a great memoir. And so I'm really excited for this because this is actually fiction, if my memory serves me correctly. Yeah, it's a fiction romance, and I am so excited for it. I loved her writing. I'm really excited to see how she writes fiction, and it was on my TBR. So that's a win. That is a win. $8.49, incredible. This next one, I was humbled in the bookstore. I was humbled in Half Price Books because I thought that this was something that's not. It's Euphoria by Lily King, and my dumbass thought that this is what the show Euphoria is based off of. Yeah, I know, Kiki, I'm dumb. Completely different story. Completely different story. That's been the reason why I haven't picked this up prior, is because I don't love Euphoria, the TV show, and so I didn't really want to read it in the book. But when I found out that this is actually a totally different story, and I loved, really, King? She just, okay. Can we censor that? Yeah. Oh, I have it right here. I loved Writers and Lovers. This was like my favorite book that I read last year, and honestly, it's probably like my favorite book of all time. So when I found out that this is actually not Euphoria, the TV show, and a totally different story, it's actually about a group of anthropologists in the 1930s that are in a love triangle. And then I saw how beautiful and perfect this cover and condition was. Had to grab it. Then I picked up The Flat Share by Beth O'Leary. This came with glowing recommendations from my friend Mari, so I was excited to pick this one up in the romance section. As the name suggests, this is a forced proximity romance. These two strangers share an apartment and fall in love over time. So I'm really excited. The cover is just so adorable. So great find there. Now this one was my first grab once we got to the store, and I think I was just, I don't know, this is not even a book that I've been wanting to read. I think I've heard mixed things, but I saw it, I thought, wow, that's a great deal, and I've seen that book before, and I grabbed it, put it in the cart, and the rest is history. And that is We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. So from my understanding, this is a YA mystery, I don't know if it's thriller. I don't know if you can go as far as to say it's thriller, but YA mystery. This is a summer read for sure. I don't know when I will be reading this, but I have it. And if I feel in the mood to read it, I will. I think my sister has read this, and I don't remember what she said about it. I'll have to pick her brain on that one. But, you know, it was a good find. This is in very good condition for $5.49. Plus 20% off. Count how many times I'm going to say that in the video, if you want. Okay, now looking back, this is, again, like I said, I blacked out. I blacked out in that store. Any reasonableness that I had in me went out of me, and now we are here making a video, but that's fine. What happened is that I just don't think that maybe the condition of this book was worth what I paid for it. But it has been done, and that is If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. So this is dark academia. I think this is about a group of Shakespearean actors that are in a conservatory, and rivalries get ugly, there's a tragedy, all sorts of things. This I've heard is very, very similar to The Secret History by Donna Tartt, which I have not read yet. This is on my list, but I think this is more of a fall read for me. I'm a very seasonal reader, so I probably won't get to this anytime soon. But I've heard that these are very, very similar. We will see when I get to this, probably not anytime soon, but I felt like I had to pick it up. My friend Mari again said it was very good, so that's the story with that one. And then another book that I thought was what the TV show is based off of, and it's not. And that's Severance by Ling Ma. I was told that this is not what the show Severance is based off of, and that's fine. This is a whole different thing. I haven't even watched the show Severance. I don't know where I get these ideas from. Things should not have the same names. It's confusing. It's confusing, and it makes me look dumb. But I've heard great things about this. This is not on my TBR, but it will be now. Again, when Half Price Books has these sales, you have to pick up everything that you've just ever even seen somewhere and recognized, because then you will have it for a steal, and if you ever want to read it, then you have it. And I understand that that is the ramblings of a person with a problem. Next, I got this perfect edition hardcover of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. I have not read this. I've heard incredible things, and I have been like dipping my toe into thriller books, so I'm really excited for this. If you don't know, this is about a group of senior girls who, in high school, who do a senior project that's like investigating this cold case, and they end up getting themselves into a pickle, one might say. I don't know when I'll pick this up, but it might be sometime soon because I've heard great things, and she's getting into her thriller era, so stay tuned. I picked up this next one because both Sarah Caroli and Destiny Sidster have recently read it and reviewed this book, and they both, I think, gave it like 4 stars. They really, really liked it. So when I saw it, I thought, I'm such a lucky girl that I'm able to pick this up for the price. And that is Heartless by Marissa Meyer. So this book is a retelling sort of origin story of the Red Queen in Alice in Wonderland. I'm excited to see what I think because if Sarah and Destiny recommend it, I'm gonna read it. Then I got 2 graphic novels because I recently read the Heartstopper series, or at least what's out right now, and I loved it. And my friend Mari, who I was with, how many times am I gonna say my friend Mari? If Mari recommends it, I'm gonna read it, basically. But she recommended these 2 to me, said that I had to get them, so I did, because I do fall to peer pressure at the bookstore very easily. And the first one is Paper Girls. Mari described this as like Stranger Things, but with an all-girl cast, so that's exciting. This is also set in the 80s, so very much like Stranger Things. So I'm excited to dig into this and read some more graphic novels. And then the very last thing I have in this haul, and the other graphic novel I got, is Giant Days by Allison Treman. Oh, of course the sticker's gonna cover it up. Gee, Believer. That is Giant Days by John Allison and Lissa Treman. This is the story of 3 college roommates and just kind of their lives together, the antics they get up to. That's all I really know about it. I know that there are multiple volumes of this, so I'm excited. I hope I like it and can get into the other volumes. I know my friend Mari loves this series, so that's exciting. So that's all the books that I got, and I am so proud because I got so much. And guess what the total is? Just try and guess. Leave your guess down in the comments, and then pause, leave the guess, and then come back and be wrong because it was only $89 for all of those books. Let me count. I don't even know how many books I got. $89 for 18 books. That's a steal. That's unheard of. That's impossible. That's incredible, fantastic, never been done before. I am so pleased with myself. Let me know if you've read any of these books, and if so, if I should bump any of them up on my TBR, and I will gladly do so. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, comment, all those good things. If you didn't like it, boo-hoo, sorry. But I will see you again in the next one. Thanks for watching.